Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, depending on the time you're going to watch this amazing video. Okay, this is a Magnifique Podcast, and my name is Enendi Uche, and I'm going to be your host today. Here with me is
Aluaka Onyeka.
okay, he's going to be my co-host today. Okay, Onyi, what episode are we doing again?
I think it's episode 3. Yeah.
Okay, so this is episode 3 of Magnifique Podcast. Okay. Today we are going to call an amazing girl. She has been part of this faculty. She has worked for the growth of this faculty. Okay, I'm going to call Stephanie. Stephanie will be our first guest today. Please, Stephanie, please. We are calling on Stephanie. She will be our first guest today. And Onyi, who is our second guest?
Our second guest is Emeka Richard.
Oh,
The man with this one.
Okay, Emeka Richard, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And our third guest will be Cynthia Baby. Yeah, Cynthia. Yeah, we are having Cynthia today.
And finally, our fourth guest. Today's episode is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
We normally have 3 guests.
Yeah.
But today, I have 4 guests. And our final guest is Azikiwe Chukwuemeka.
Yeah.
Zik of Africa.
Okay, Mr. Z. You are welcome as well. You are welcome. Okay, so you guys are welcome to podcast episode 3. So can you guys start by telling us your name? Let's get familiar with you guys. So please, my name, what's your name?
My name is Isagu Stephanie.
Auntie Steph.
500 level student.
Okay.
Emeka Richard Kugoze, but I'm popular known as Richie.
Pastor Rishi.
500 level student as well.
Okay, my name is Wara Cynthia, 500 level student.
And Sisi.
My name is Azikiwe Chukwuemeka, aka
Zik of Africa.
So they just finished introducing themselves. Okay, so let's go straight to the business of the day by asking them their necessary questions. That's why they are here. Okay, so starting from, I will start with Cynthia. Cynthia, can you just tell us how you gained admission into the school? Was it through JAM or transfer, or did you do JUPEL? We want to hear.
Okay, first of all, I gained admission into this school through JAM.
Okay.
But
Nice
before that, my journey has not been an easy one, I must say. So, first of all, I did anatomy at Uli.
Okay. Serious?
Then I gained admission into anatomy because I didn't want to study anatomy. I wanted to study medicine, but then I wasn't given medicine, I was given anatomy. So along the line, okay, my 200 level, I wanted to transfer. But our then HOD, she didn't want anybody to leave anatomy because she was like, people that are studying anatomy, I don't know human beings.
Okay.
So I was forced to write another JAM, and with that JAM, I got pharmacy.
Okay.
This pharmacy is not like it's not like I've always loved to study pharmacy, honestly. But I'm happy I stumbled upon this course because till now I'm still grateful to God that I didn't go ahead with the medicine I wanted to study initially because I think this course is better for me. So I'm happy to be here, Sha. Then what else? Okay, this is just my story, Sha.
Okay, so we have heard from Cynthia. She said she took JAM, and through JAM she gained admission into this wonderful faculty. Okay, so let's hear from Zik. Zik, can you tell us how you gained admission into this faculty?
Okay, my own pathway was JAM, same JAM for UTME. Actually, was on my first trial, so while JAM, I got my admission. That was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so everything went smoothly up to that point, right? But then after 100 level, our faculty was just like the second set, the second pharmacy students were admitted. So things were not yet like in place fully for us.
Okay.
So we had a lot of lecturers coming from Uli, not our faculty not being ready, and all that. So eventually, pharmacy as a professional course doesn't have all these issues of sorting and all that. So there were rumors of it in a particular course, as a chemistry course. So when eventually some students reported about it and everything, the lecturer now failed most of us as a punishment. Like out of 200 of us, we had about 140 people failing a particular course. So
Wow. Hey, now
it affected almost the whole set, right? So and we have a rule in pharmacy that you don't fail any 100 level course. So it now became a major problem. So the dean then, late Professor Boni, so rest in peace, he now gave a lenience to that. Okay, this whole thing you have always chemistry department. If you don't show more than two courses, you can go ahead with 211 and then now it's at carryover. Only for him to remove as dean and the new person coming in, Professor Olodiwe, and then he now reduce it to one. And that's how I now got affected because the normal mass really affected me and then I had one more pitch with organic chemistry.
Yeah.
So I now had my whole smooth journey into university. And
So,
it was a very, trying moment and everything. But by
Thank
God's
God,
grace,
yeah.
I swear.
okay.
I scored
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
I thank God.
So we just heard from Zeke. So we just heard from Zeke. He just told us that the journey has been smooth right from the onset. Okay, so let's hear from Emeka Richard. Richard, can you tell us how you gained admission into this faculty? Was it through JPEP at the took jam or was it transfer?
Actually, it's JPEP. Not really. It's not that I don't write jam. I wrote jam, but I think I wrote jam about twice. I wrote jam twice, 2017 and 18. Yeah. So it all started after I wrote jam 2018. My jam score was not really, encouraging. Actually, I was eyeing for medicine. Exactly, it was medicine. Actually, I didn't really know. I don't really know what pharmacy entails. Actually, at the beginning, I don't really know there's a course called pharmacy. So at that point now, I don't know there was pharmacy. And fortunately, my dad is a chemist. We do operate chemist shop, but I never know there's a course in school called pharmacy. So when I was going along the way, when I applied to JAM, like I said JPEP. I got admitted. I really know that JPEP exists. It was through a friend, a family friend. So just JPEP. I came. They asked the environment now. They were telling us that JPEP is not. It's not that you're admitted into the school. It's just a program you're gonna run.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I can't come and I just come and just be anyhow in this JPEP. I was just my book. I just want to I was so optimistic to just get into the university because I think I failed once twice. My jam, spent 2 years at home. I was like, no, I need 2 years. I need to get into this school. So considering my WAEC now, I had issue with my WAEC, so I'm using combined result. And they were like, if not, I would like be in medicine now. I wish my wife is okay. But thank God that my wife was not really okay. So I combined the results. I matched it. So they were like, there's something like pharmacy. And I said, okay, this pharmacy now, let's try pharmacy and see.
Yes.
So I know what now we did JPEP after everything. And the story of JPEP was not really funny. God, we are studying 3 courses, like 3 main courses. Biology, physics, and chemistry. And this one has practical. But it wasn't easy. I know what I passed through JPEP. It was not easy actually. So, but after a long while, when the result came out, I was at home. I was just praying because the exam was not funny. You see some questions. These are like A questions, what they call A-level questions. It's not all these O-level questions. Guy, the question was mad. So after everything now, the result came out, and fortunately, I was among the people that were admitted to pharmacy. Guy, it was the happiest moment of my life actually because my dad was so happy, like
everybody was celebrating.
Exactly, everyone calls me everywhere. Congratulations. It was all God. Like God did it for me. It was all God.
So we just said from Emeka Richard, he said that he entered this faculty through JPEP and that the journey wasn't actually easy. Yeah. Okay, so let's hear from Stephanie. Stephanie, can you tell us how you gained admission into this faculty? Was it through JPEP? Have you transferred?
No transfer. I gained admission into this university through JAM. But before that, I think I came out from secondary school 2017. So I had my first JAM then. Then I wanted to do medicine in Unity, but my JAM was not so. I had to do science programming in Unity. That's how. Then while I was there, I was supposed to. I now took JAM, and I wrote their exams. But already my JAM was already good, and I think before then I already had like a family friend that told us about sugar. I didn't even know there was any school like this. I didn't know there was any school like this. It was like Anambra State.
Were you staying far? Like
Yeah, I stay in Lagos, but like I was doing pre-science in
Okay,
music. So someone now told me about like that's my job is high that I would definitely get pharmacy in Chukwuemeka. And I said okay now. So already me doing the science programs, so I'm already like I already have something to do, just in case I don't really get. And I think that stuff made me now write my precise result. It was very So that was how I wrote jam. Right? I wrote jam and I applied for this school and I got admission. That's my story.
Okay, so Stephanie just told us that she wrote jam and through jam she gained admission into this faculty. Okay, so let's now proceed to the second question. Well, I'm going to start with Cynthia. Cynthia, can you tell us your biggest challenge so far in pharmacy, right from your 100 level up to this final year? What's your biggest challenge?
Okay, I think so far my biggest challenge has been my 200 level. 200 level, I was still struggling because I was just used to the normal courses, chemistry, physics, biology, and the rest.
Right.
But then I came into pharmacy and I'm seeing pharmacognosy, I'm seeing pharm chemistry, I'm seeing a lot of things. Like it was really a struggle for me because like I was like, how am I going to do this thing? And considering the fact that I stayed off key, the distance too was a barrier to me, and sometimes you will have one class, I'll be like, should I even waste my transport and I'll come to school? So 200 level was my biggest challenge. Like I was still struggling. Sometimes the past president Ugo used to be like, sometimes he will see me and he will smile and I won't even smile. He will try and force me to. I'll be like, please, I'm not even ready for this. Just leave me alone. So 200 level was my biggest challenge because the courses there were summer. Okay, there was even this time that we wrote quiz around 4th of January. I don't even. I think we had to like. Do you guys remember? Yes, like Christmas period that we're supposed to use and enjoy, and he tries to achieve it. They're telling you have peace. So I even had to like. Yes, and to be quite honest, I was not even very prepared for that PCL quiz, but to the glory of God, we still wrote that quiz and it went well. So 200 level has been quite challenging for me. And another thing is that like 100 level, because 100 level said, okay, well it was just good share.
Yeah, so you just be
So see, I just say that 200 level was actually her biggest challenge in pharmacy school. And you just heard her story.
So your 300 level second semester.
300 level, yes. 300 had its own challenge, but then I was
Like
getting used to it. I was getting used to the environment already. Yes, 200 level was my
I believe you guys are hearing it from with your own ears. It's not as if I'm saying it. Cynthia is saying it. Okay. So since Stephanie, can you tell us your biggest challenge in pharmacy school so far?
my biggest challenge.
Yeah.
My biggest challenge. I don't know. I have plenty of challenges in this foundation. That's just the thing. I have plenty of challenges. But like I would say like 100 level was not really so challenging to me, but like it was like the whole beginning of like if you don't pass this, like if you don't clear your papers. And I already had to when I was writing exams, I had to say for people come over to write their exams. I'm like, this are they doing that place. I said, okay, well let me just read and pass and get to the barrier. So it was like the beginning of the whole kidney for me. Then I get into pharmacy school. Then like she said, I was seeing farm care and cognition. I've never heard it in my whole life. I've never heard like cognition. Yeah. But like the toughest has to be my 300 level. 300 level had to be like my toughest because like we are doing a lot of courses. Like the courses were so much. I had to. I was thinking about how would I balance reading and also staying cool and also chilling. It was just very hectic. But yeah, so I think that's my 300 level. 300 level general, not even first. The whole 300 level.
I'm telling you. Stephanie just said that the whole 300 level was actually her biggest challenge in pharmacy school. Okay, that's very nice. I believe you guys are learning something from this. Okay, so let's hear from Richard, what's your biggest challenge in pharmacy school?
Actually, I will start from 200 level as well. You know, I came from direct entry, combining all these farm care, cognosy, coupled with my year one courses, which I took over to 200 level.
And you are actually going to Uli.
We're also going to Uli as well. Yeah,
and that is very fun.
I think Japan students has to be this.
I'm telling you, like yes, we are exceptional. We are outstanding. It's not easy, coupling like the one courses. Sometimes we need department. I think a week to exam, to main exam.
Yes.
They will go to write the exam and still come back again
Oh, God, yes.
and face the
More you
main.
guys suffered.
Imagine,
telling you.
imagine it was this time that fuel was high.
God, that is something else again. But all glory be to God that we wrote everything and here today we final year. So and when I came to 200 level, there's this fear that gripped me. Like I was so scared, I was so afraid, I was afraid of failure. Like a lot of people, I had stories, our sets, the previous set that just graduated, like you need to read and read. Okay, I was in Minimart, I came to do photocopy. And one guy was asking me, "Are you a pharmacy student?" I told him, "Yes, I'm a pharmacy student." He was like, pharmacy, yeah, pharmacy. This department that used to repeat people in the house, do a lot of things. I was so scared. Like I was scared, I was like there's this thing I had, I fear. Yeah, I was just like, hey God, and can I make it? I was just questioning myself, but all glory be to God, I came, I overcome, and my toughest level again is 400 level first semester. Though 300 level is there, but 300 level was smoothly in the sense that I cleared my courses and 300 level, but it was hectic. God, it was hectic. But the general of them all, the general of them all, and overseer of them all was my 400 level. 400 level first semester, I can never forget in a hurry. Though a lot of people do make good grades, my friends, they made good grades, but like what I was seeing in my 400 level first semester, I was not looking like it, as if they make mistake in my market. I was so unfortunate that courses I meant to have B's and A's, I'm seeing C, and while I meant to have C, I'm having carry over. God, it's true. So, like, I don't know, should I start crying? I don't know what to do. I just have to, a friend was there with me, to console me.
Shout out to that.
I wish I could say.
Can you say is a pharmacy student?
Exactly, the pharmacy
Can you
student.
just say, just shout out the person?
Okay, a big shout out to Enendo Uche Posh. Actually, this guy has really impacted in my life so far. Honestly, you don't know how far like this guy has gone. Because though we did Jupep actually, but during Jupep days, we're not really friends, we're not really familiar with each other. Yeah, it was a 200 level. We became good friends, even from our hostel, from lodge. I go to his lodge and we became good friends. So everything, there of them all is that I'm really grateful to God. Despite the trials, everything, frustration. See, if you're not depressed in pharmacy school, you have not started. Because actually, I don't know what depression is all about when I enter pharmacy school. At a point, okay, let me say this. At a point, I was calling my mom, that mom, I should check and do this thing. Because I used to go to night class. Like, you go to class, you come back from exam, go to night class. At a point, I would come around 2 a.m., 3 o'clock. At a point, I called my mom. Mom, I don't think I can do this thing. She was like, I need to like keep moving. Like, just keep moving. And with the grace from my friends that keep on pushing me to be the best, I'm really happy where I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm in final year.
Okay, so Richard just told us.
I think I had a lot of stories.
I don't know where to start from, but I believe you guys just heard what he said. Okay, let's now hear from Zeke. Zeke, how your biggest challenge? Your biggest challenge so far?
No, we are concentrating on challenge based on
Academics.
academics because once you school there are a lot of
Challenges, yeah.
challenges. But let me still limit mine to academics, and that would be on the level first semester because other levels, new courses and everything. But I think I've tried with most of those courses. Well, not like I'm getting all A's, but I'm okay. Apart from chemistry, has always been my right from O level days. We are not
Cognos
good
has
friends.
always been my worst. If I have problem, it has to be Cognos.
So I'm very okay with them. Like I have so much credits with them. So one level first semester we are doing about 6 or 7 practicals. We are doing practical in every single
courses.
but we have 6 major classes.
It was
We have
13.
Right,
yeah,
15.
we have 13 courses, right?
Okay, 300 level. Okay.
So we have 6 major departments. We are doing practical in each department. Then we are not doing 2 practicals in chemistry. The same chemistry.
Chemistry, there's no limit to that.
You know, plus the theory. So I was like, man, this semester is not for me. But pharmacy school, you have so many challenges, but then you have so many things that will encourage you. People have done it before you and everything.
Exactly.
So you have to work hard. There are people that have achieved those things. So you work hard. So that has always been my driving force, and that's how I was able to overcome those challenges, and I was able to pass.
Nice. Okay, so this is Zeke's story. Zeke just told us his own part of the story, the biggest challenge in pharmacy school so far. Okay, Omi, can you
Well, I have some questions. Wonderful guests, yeah? No. Simple question. Some of us now, some of us do reach towards the exam period. Some reach before, some we just skim through the whole thing. So I want to know like your reading strategy. How do you those of us that make A's? I know that
all of them are big things. Let us see, yes.
so oh my god, I think I go with Steph. Steph, how do you do your at least give us a little light.
My reading mechanism.
Yeah. Your
Yes.
strategy.
Well, I won't like I'm in 500 level. I think some of the levels, not like really like lecture starts, but like I think within like the whole semester or something, I think I start jotting down. I think that's like how I read. Like so most times I just jot down. It's not like I will not like I don't read it, but like I just like already the handout is bulky.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make notes from like my handout. So I just keep writing them like in my jotter. So basically that's what I do.
Kind of summary.
So that when it's now time for like the quiz, like those ones I've been able to jot down, I read it. Then those ones, because of like it's almost time for like group quiz, I now like have to skim. So that's basically how I read about
Okay.
school. But it's always advisable to start reading on time. That's it.
Rich.
Okay, I will say I do read like not really. I don't like writing actually.
Yeah.
Like I find writing very
You are not
difficult. You know?
the
I'm not.
secretary.
Yeah, I'm not a good writing. I'm writing. Sometimes when I even dictating in class, I barely write.
I
I
understand.
have my way,
I understand.
Everybody's not the same.
I share my
But do write is very important. Do write is very important, and I do have people that do jot like carry handout and jot. Like my friend here, is a very good example. I used to take his book sometimes. Me, I cannot do it. I'll carry his book. I'm telling you. So my strategy is that I buy handouts. Yeah, our guy here say handout. I do buy handout. Then at first, I will just skim through it, like just read it once. Whether I understand or not understand, just go through it. Let it be like my brain recognize some certain words. So when it's time for exam or quiz, when I go back again, because my brain have already recognized some certain things I did, it will be easier for me. Unlike when I've not opened the book at all. Like maybe a week or 2 weeks to exam, so probably some days. I will find it difficult to understand. Like reading once to exam, I'll find it very difficult. But a situation whereby I've already gone through it and going through it again, it will be very easy for me. Yes, and I do make A's sometimes. Sometimes.
A student.
I mean, so that's like it is.
God, man.
Okay. My reading mechanism
Yeah,
is
so
not so complex. It's very simple.
Simple lady.
Okay, first of all, like I like being in class because it actually helps me when I'm reading. Because any lecture I miss, reading that handout is usually very difficult for me because like right from secondary school, I just like when the person is talking so that when I'm reading, I can visualize that person in my head and be like, okay, this person said this thing in class. Okay, this one might be important. So that's just it. I like being in class.
So you're saying people should always come to school?
Yeah, come to school because for me it helps me. I don't
I
know
know some
what
of my friends that don't come to school. So please come to school.
Okay, so like I read the handouts that the lecturers release. Okay, and some of them partial like I try to read on time too. Like I try to like read on time. Though sometimes I don't usually finish some of the handouts before exam. But still before exam, I still read with my friends. Like we form a group. Like we ask questions, and actually I'm really grateful for them because assuming we don't read together, there are some points I would have missed. And yeah. So like that's just how I read.
Hold up, brother Zeke. Zeke of Africa.
Okay. My reading method now is not a good advice.
It's just all for you.
You are just sincere.
I'm telling you.
So I'll just say my own, but I'll add the correct thing. But I know the correct thing, but most times,
We are human beings and we tend to-
Businessman.
there are so many distractions. But you should know your priority. But maybe for me, most times I don't meet up with reading all the handouts before quiz, before exam. But I make sure I look at everything before I enter that one. Like I must scan the handouts, pick out the main points. And I think what helps me most is that present in most classes.
Yeah.
So if you are present in all the classes, which is ideal, if you are present in all the classes, when you are going through the handouts, you be able to relate with what the lecturer was trying to explain, and you know the ones that that are not really relevant that much. Pick out
The
the
ones
main
that are likely
points.
to come out.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like it's really a good thing that when you feel like something will come out and then it fits in the exam. So if you are in class and then you read your books, most times it will happen for you that way. So, but then the ideal thing for pharmacy school, or advice is that you make sure you start reading as early as possible. Immediately after that class, you revise
Go through your
what
notes.
exactly
and
what you
that
jotted.
dropping handouts.
Right,
Just go through them.
exactly. So that will really help you in pharmacy school, because everybody saying pharmacy is hard, but with the right method, you really enjoy your stay in pharmacy school. Being knowledgeable is actually fun. When you know stuff, but when you don't know it, so that's just it.
So, our listeners, you guys have heard it. Okay, try and develop the right reading attitude and habit. You excel. Anything, in fact, not only in pharmacy school, in anything you are doing, anything, just try and read, go through those things. So, I'll over to my host.
So, well, before I conclude, I have just a small question. Like, I just want to go outside the box.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'll start with Zeke. Zeke, throughout your 100 level, up to this moment, there are some people that you met throughout your stay in pharmacy school that actually impacted something positively or meaningful into your life. And I believe maybe there are 2 or 3 more. I'll just give like room for like 3 people that I can just say shout out to for or like their impact in your life throughout your stay in pharmacy school. Maybe the person might be your junior, or maybe the person has graduated. Because many people are going to watch this video.
Okay.
So just say just a shout out to like 3 people that impacted positively in your life.
Okay, I think 2 of them they're not in pharmacy school, so I'll
Must it
shout
be in
out.
pharmacy
No,
school?
it must be in pharmacy school.
Exactly. So I'll shout out to just one person, a very good friend, AGD Victor.
Cynthia, can you like say a shout out to people?
Must it be 3?
I
cannot shout out to every.
No, like we were just giving room for just 3 people. But yeah.
Okay. I think I'll shout out to my friends. You guys know them.
Yeah, okay.
And if you don't know them, you must have seen them. You must have seen me with them a couple of times. So shout out to them. They've been of great help to me in this school. And shout out to this host here. And then he has also been very helpful in this school. I mean, like he has been a very, very good friend to me. So shout out to him.
Okay. Rishi, can you tell us?
He choke. A baby shout out to Eden Uche, which is our host. Our host here. I'm telling you, guy, meeting him in pharmacy school was one of the best things that have ever happened to me. Like even in years to come, I will keep on saying it, and my children will still hear it. And also big shout out to Martins.
Which one? We haven't remembered.
One of your Martins as well. Yeah, the advanced of the name. Pharmacy, sorry, for the pharmacist Martins. He have been of help to me in the sense that we go to night class, his roles, like his attitude towards school, a lot of things to emulate from him. He's a very nice person. He's a very nice person to be with.
So these are the 2 people.
Yes, for now, these are the people that I need to shout
Let
out
me hear
to.
from you.
I don't know. I think a lot of people have impacted in me in one way. I people that I've spoken to, I think they've helped me. So shout out to my friends. Shout out to Obi Doris. Shout out to Tonya Mary and a lot more. Like all of you, like a lot of you, like have actually helped me in pharmacy school. I won't lie. But Obi Doris, she knows I won't stay there. I'm not sure this one. How do you do it? So I'm tired. So
And she's not a pharmacist.
she's not a pharmacist.
Wow, nice. Okay, so we have heard from our guests, and we have heard the wonderful things that they say to us. So I'm just advising you guys, just take your time, watch this video. You must, capital letter, you must learn one or 2 things, especially students in 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, that are passing through things. You get, because there is no way all these their stories.
Please make sure you watch this podcast.
You
You must.
So please just take your time and watch these things. And I want to thank our guests for getting our time to come to this podcast today.
Yeah.
And I pray that God will bless you guys for us. Okay.
Amen. And bless you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I still remain Enen Uche Porches, the host, and my co-host.
Abaka America.
Okay, see you guys next time. Thank you very much.
Bye.